Right here. Right, here we go. South Africa, understood. Right, campaign, free game, mob browser, campaign.
Mankind is constantly creating amazing new inventions. Get involved in rapid technological progress and ensure smoothly running transportation in different regions of the world. America, in the midst of the 19th century. In the Nevada Territory, where until recently only a handful of
Finally,
buffalo grazed, nowadays it's all hustle and bustle. Beyond the Sierra and near the Carson River, gold has been found. There's supposed to be loads of it. All you need to do is dig it up. Anyone who keeps at it hard enough will be richly rewarded. What a splendid opportunity.
yeah, but that seems easier, doesn't it? I wouldn't like to do it in real life. My gosh, back in those days, especially 1865, 1804, that'd be hard work. But if you find it, the right stuff, you'd only get paid peanuts for it. It's only the people who actually owned all those places and owned you were making the money, and their families still exist today. That's when you know when you got a family what goes all the way back to what generate, let's say, like, I don't know, 1500s or 1300s. Yeah, you've got a family line you can actually trace all the way back to 1300. You know that your family and yourself being your bloodline, and that is worth something. You know what I mean? Because people know your family from the like 1300s or even the like 1100s. Just imagine that. Like you actually could trade, because obviously we are actually like that, but a lot of these elite people, they can look all those things up because of they're the people who actually made the money in them. Obviously, they made so much money, it was able to pass it down through generate. There's so much money. Obviously, they could never ever run out of money. Just imagine that. It's like me making so much money, and then like in 1,000 years, I say, my family still exists and still live lavishly and got more, and make their own banking systems or make their own oil platforms. It's all done now, isn't it? It's like all those ways. That's the old. That's why they say old money and new money. That's the old money, yeah. All those old families, a lot of the old school families. I'll tell you a little history thing here about Titanic. A lot of the families on the Titanic, the rich people, basically, and one of them was supposed to get on that boat, and he didn't get on the boat. I'm not saying he was up to it was him who did anything to the boat or anything like that, but he ended up not going on the boat. He ended up saying he was ill or something like that, or his wife was ill and he ain't gonna go. And so anyway, he had an appointment somewhere or something like that. I'm not quite sure. You look it up. I'm not gonna like say something what's not quite right. But anyway, a few of them. It happened. It's not just him. It's just a few. And obviously, we don't really know the whole story because this is like over 100 years ago, the Titanic. But like, just for example, everyone at the elites who died on there, and obviously the poor people, the folk on there, the poor people who died on there. Oh, I feel for them because of especially the people who, well, funny enough, the people who built the boat, they had a ticket to say, oh, you can sail on her, you can sail on her, and basically that crash happened with one of the boats on the side of it, and they patched her up, and for some reason they actually knew. Obviously, there was a fire in where the stokers were. My granddad was a stoker. Anyway, and basically like doing all the cool and things like that, and that's probably why his grandfather and things like that. They done like work like that, and they lived to over 100 years old. So it just goes to show like how we are living today. People are like dropping down like flies at 50, 60 years old, even 70 years old. You got to think. my granddad's mum, even, she was 100 and like, was it 105 or 106 years old in the UK? Seriously, no bullshit. My family like lived over 100. They didn't live just like 98 or something like that. It was like 104, 105, 110 years old, literally. And it goes way, way, way back. And it's always known, like on my mum's side, they lived a long, long, healthy life. And so like, but the funny thing is, it's like my mum had a heart attack. All her sisters have had like bad hearts and things like that, or cancers. So some along the line has not gone quite right because of like years ago we've gone quite white until I don't know the 1920s, 1930s. It was going all well. 30s and 40s was doing all right. After then, something happened. I don't know. Something happened on my family, on my mum's side, and with my dad's side, they lived to like 90 at least. So then it started to be like 78 if you were lucky. Now it's like down to like 50, 60 years old. And like it's like my dad was 70 some odd years old. And it's not a very long life if you think about it on this here earth. Do you know what I mean? It's like time you get to know everything in life, you're about you're about when you get to about 50 or 60 years old, you get to gather get to know about what is what. Even at like 40 years old or 35, you sort of know what is what and all that sort of crap. And about people and life and things like that. And no matter what and how you've been brought up, no matter what and how what family you've been in, do you know what I mean? It's uh it's not what you know, it's who you know, and it's like people. You can either take knowledge off older people and think, oh, how do they know more than me? Why should I respect an older person? They're just say, no, it ain't the case. Basically, they're older, they're wiser, and they know a lot more shit than what you do. You think you know it because you got like Google. Do you know what I mean? Years ago, we never had Google. I never had it, so everything I was taught from like old school ways. And I'm so happy that happened. But yeah, that's the end of that. It's not a rant. It's nothing else. It's a bit of history, really. But like I said, the people who passed away on there were very successful people, and they were like basic giants. Owned like the thing, but the richest people today is the people who own Walmart. She's the richest lady in the world, apparently. Do you know that? They say the richest child. She ain't a child. She's 70 years old. She's the richest woman in the entire world. She owns Walmart and she owns a few other things. Look it up. There's a few other people who's the richest people. If it's Elon Musk, no, not Elon Musk. It's a load of different people. I could do podcasts and things like that about it. I'd love to, but I do a bit of gaming in between. I do this, I chat about this and that. If you're interested in that, I'll do a podcast. I'd love to do a podcast with someone because I've looked into all this. I read a lot of stuff online. I don't just like look up stuff. I like to look into things. I like to see who's related to who and their family and their lineages and things like that. You'd be surprised who's related to who. And basically, uh, going way back to the 1500s, going all the way back to the 1500s, who's related to the royal family. Literally, everyone who's in power today is literally, it all traces back to like a lot of people who were in power back then. It's mad. It's really mad. You go down a hole, man, and when you go down that hole, it's like left, right, up, right. There's no going back up. And I've done that for years and years and years. I've done it for years, and I love it. I love to know who's who, and it's interesting. It's a bit of interesting things because of like what I would taught things as a young kid because my granddad seen loads of things, and he learned off his granddad and his father and things like that. And my granddad was born in 1921. Yeah, That's going back 7 years, eh? 1921. Mad. I got to meet my nan, nan, my great grandmother, my grandfather's mum. I was blessed to see her because I said she was 100 and odd years old, 105, 106 years old. Yeah, I got to meet her. I was only about 4 or 5 or 6. Yeah, but do you know what? Yeah, she was old, but she still had her brains. I never heard of people like forgetting things and things like that. Yeah, and it's horrible, horrible illness what you can get. And you know what illness I'm talking about. I don't want to say the word. It's a horrible illness. It's the same root as cancers and things like that, like memory loss and things like that. It's a horrible thing when you don't recognize your own blood. But I mean, it's just horrible. But anyway, on the good things about it, at least you know, like, if you, some people, they like get violent because they literally don't know where they are, and you would do. You got to imagine. Just imagine that you lost your memory and you don't know who is who, and you think you're put in a place around people, and you're thinking like, I got to get out of here because of like I don't know anyone here, but you're old and you think you're like in your 20s. That's horrible, horrible thing. Dementia. I just said it. Dementia, right? And like cancer and things like that. It's horrible, horrible illness, and it's like basically there's a load of things like what's happening in this world, but yeah, you gotta think. Go back. Like I said, my granddad, 1921. My granddad was born. Everything was good. 1940s. It changed because of. I remember seeing my uncle. I was only about. I think I was about 12 years old. I see my uncle Bill. Uh, he passed away at 34 years old or 30. I think it's 32 or 34 years old. You have stomach cancer. And I tell you what, he was the loveliest man. Just because he was a lovely man, like, but it's just he was just a great man, and I can imagine how scared he is because I'm older than him. I am today. I'm older than my brother. My brother was only like 24 or 25 years old when he passed away. He was only he was like a teenager. I'm older than my brother now. It just makes me, I mean, when I play these games and things like that, it just brings back so much things. And there's only an hour on here. Let's go and get on and do it. But anyway, God bless everyone I just shouted out, and especially everyone on the Titanic and everyone else in the world and everyone out there. If you're watching this stream, to your family, if you've gone through any bad things in your lives, this stream goes out to you. And well, it's not the stream. My heart goes out to you, yeah? And I mean that from my heart. I'm not just saying like bullshit or BS or balonies. I mean it from my heart to you. And literally, I hope every one of you is okay. And if not, you know what I mean? It's just that we've got to try and get on with things because it's hard, hard life. No matter if you've got money or what, just because people got money doesn't make them any different. We're all the same blood, yeah? We might be privileged a bit more than others, or we might be unprivileged than others. It doesn't make us any different. We're all human, yeah. So just think about that. Anyway, love you all, and God bless, and hope you enjoy the stream. And if you stayed this long, congratulations. Thank you ever so much for me because of like absolutely means the world to me. Put in your comments, hello, like basically what I just talked about. Tell me a few stories about yourself or whatever. I'll answer back. If I see it, I'll answer it back, okay? I promise you. All right? See you in a bit. Enjoy your stream.
Welcome to uncharted territory, newcomer. Want to get rich? Then you're in just the right place. Gold rush fever holds sway in Virginia City. And you lucky devil, you've won the mining rights for a promising claim in a poker game at the Red Dog Saloon. Soon you'll be hauling out gold nuggets as big as a cat's head. Thanks to cleverness and luck at cards, you have a gold mine all your own. The former owner, a gal at the saloon by the name of Susie, who plays a lousy hand of poker, already took care of the groundwork. And a practical woman, she left the necessary equipment behind too. Now all you have to do is to find the mine. Get an overview and find out where the riches lie. Discover the entrance to the tunnel.
A lot of detail on there. I mean, oh, gone underneath the ground. Oh, there's one now. Where is it? Oh, it is. Got like a thing on there. It's like, I think that's long, is it? It's all this. God. Running the wrong way. God, confusion. What did we do then? It's okay. Huh? Finding a mine. Okay. It's not over here then, is it? Pretty good. Why is it sent over there? Ah, right. Why? Mine now. Come on. Fine. There. Garden City was nice and pretty. There you are, man. Doing it. There's the mine. Get down. Oh, stay.
What a promising claim. Even though only a few boulders have been mined so far, that's no reason to lose heart. You'll just
Build a station where the horse carts can be packed with logs.
explain to the sort of thick-skulled driver which route he should take.
there, sniper. Done. And my tits. Wow. Wow. Hey! That's it. Bad boy.
Now, there's got to be a small depot to park the horse-drawn carts, too.
That took some time, didn't it? God. Okay. What I've got to do already. Oh, there. Right. To buy buses or trucks, you must first build a depot. Okay. Ah, now we can go across that way. Building a depot.
Everything's all set. Now, all you have to do is to get hold of a cart to transport the wood.
How do you get a cart? Where's the vehicles? Can't see one about. By vehicle. There's no carts on here, man. Unless that's what they call a cart. Seriously? Yeah, okay, cool. Any part somewhere over there. Vehicle, line manager. Sure. Where's the vehicles then? Why didn't you say so hard? Okay. Seriously, man, it's you. Two people sat on the station. They are. We wait for a long time. Seen a little bug. Ah, there it's gone. Ah. Oh. Commercial building. I'm getting on with it. It's gonna be hard for me because I'm really used to playing games that I'm not even able to buy a beer for. This is a bad. Buying a beer for. Buy one then. Oh, we'll go there. You say so in the beginning. Oh, God, seriously, man, it's a bloody stupid thing. Bye.
A sturdy vehicle. The transport can get started.
Buy a load of them. We've got plenty. What do you do now?
It won't be long before it's possible to dig deeper. Well then, good luck.
takes a bit of time to get used to it, but I could probably get used to it. But doing it, it's a totally different thing, isn't it?